intro. Hi guys. What was my last video? Good question. Good question. My vocal cords are strained, if you can't tell. I just checked. It was a Rich and Chad's video. It was the second vlog. But it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. So today, I thought we could do a little bit of housekeeping and a little fun showcase because as the people going to Conemaugh Valley might know, our 2026 band trip is coming up soon, and I am looking to raise some money for it. And I also have a business. I've had a business since 2022, and I thought this would be a good way to show some of the stuff I have because I know not everybody knows, kind of show off everything that I sell and everything I do, and maybe see if anybody would be interested. There is a form down below with some information if you would like to order. If you don't want to fill out the form, you can also text me if you have my number, hit me up on DMs on Instagram or anything like that, and we can get it sorted out. If you do not go to Conemaugh Valley and you know me and you want a different way to get something like this, because obviously I can't give it to you school if you don't go to my school, you can hit me up through contact and we'll figure out a way that works the best. But let's get on to the showcase. Right. If you followed along with my business, right now currently it is called D Create Stuff, but a lot of people know it for Jelly Bean Creates, because that was its original name, and I decided to change it to something that could be more recognizable. But you can call me Jelly Bean Creates, you can call it D Create Stuff. I don't really care personally. But originally, this business was known for its bracelet making. So I still make bracelets, but that's not all I make. So that's what I'm going to get into first, is my bracelets that I sell. These are the bracelets that I picked out to show you guys kind of my inventory, but don't worry, you don't have to pick something. I can do custom made bracelets for whatever you'd like. But I'm going to show you some options and some beads that I have and their prices. First, I'm going to be showing you guys pony bead bracelets. This is the cheapest thing I have in my shop. Each pony bead bracelet is $1. They are obviously made of these plastic pony beads, normally pretty stretchy, elastic. This is what they look like on. I have a bunch of colors, and I sell these for $1. Only unfortunate thing about pony bead bracelets is that beads are limited as they take a decent amount per bracelet. So especially in colors like blue, purple, pink, those, I just threw the bracelet. We're in the cat food. Next, we're moving on to clay bead bracelets. These are kind of what the clay beads look like. They're very, very pretty. They're one of my favorite types of bracelets. I sell these for $2 a bracelet. They're really simple and they're very, very popular, so I try to keep them as cheap as possible so you guys come to me. They're super cute. I have a lot of cute pastel colors for the springtime, so order these up because they're very, very popular. This type of bracelet I have are more miscellaneous charmed bracelets. Like these are my pearl bracelets. These have some of these iridescent beads, some lava beads, and a charm. These sell for $3 a piece. I have a lot of different beads and a lot of different charms. I have like star beads, heart beads. So if you're interested in this, we can talk about the different beads that you're looking for. I'm going to move on to what a lot of people recently know my business for, and that is beaded bookmarks. This has been a staple in my business for the past, I want to say, 6 months. I sold so many of these last year for my band trip last year, so more like a year. And I know a lot of people like them, so let's get into that. I sell these for $4 per bookmark, and I can do a miscellaneous, I can do like a set of beads. Normally, people just tell me colors, and I go nice and simultaneous to the colors and different types of beads. You get a lot of different types of beads. So if you can't pick a specific type of bead you want on a bracelet, you can always order one of these because you get a bunch of different beads. I'm going to show you how to put it on a book because a lot of people confuse that. So here's a bookmark. It has a paper clip on it. So you open the page you're reading. I'm not reading too far right now. Just put it up, and you take the page and you slide the paper clip onto the page. Slide on the page and you hang the beads over the side of the bookmark. You push the paper down, and that's what the book looks like. These are super cute. These are probably the staple in my business as of right now. Moving on to the most recent addition to the business, kind of, is my bead necklaces. Now, in the past, I had a sale of clay beaded clay beaded necklaces that I made. I molded the clay into like fruit and vegetables, and you guys got to pick. And sadly, I don't have the clay anymore, so I'm not able to sell those at this point. But I am selling literal button necklaces. So this is one that I really like to wear. It's a button on a string. This is $2. Super cheap, and it's just super cute. I have a lot of buttons. Let's put them here. These are the big buttons I have right now for options. You can put smaller buttons on the necklaces, but I don't always recommend it because it just doesn't give the same vibe. But these are the big ones that I have options right now. But also, we have choker bead necklaces. Now, the way these go on is you have a bead at the end and a loop at the other end. You put the necklace on. Pause. You're not going to be able to see here. I'll do it this way. You put the necklace on and you put the bead, the button, through the loop. And then you twist it around. And voila. These I sell for $4 because you get a multitude of beads. Buttons. And here is some other button options that I recommend on chokers only. But if you want them on a necklace, we can put them on a necklace. So that's the buttons. Well, last but certainly not least, I want to get into another business that I co-own with my wonderful mother. Hi, Mom. I got her permission to, not for the photo, but I got her permission to show her stuff. So actually, if anybody buys any of this next 3 things that I'll be showing that my mother and I make, not all the profit goes to me. It'll be split 70-30 with my mom. So she's getting majority of the profit, and it would be wonderful if you guys would buy this stuff too. So first, I'm going to start off with the biggest and most expensive item are the cups. So this is a lava cup, and are you guys ready? You flip the cup. Look at that. The lava just flows. The colors. Look at that, guys. So these, I actually have no idea how much these are. And she said this cup, if you guys want this cup, it is not sold yet, would be $20 because it has no wrap on it and it's just a simple dual lava. But if you want different sizes, different colors, different wraps, you want different glitters, we can talk about that privately as there's a lot of different options. So we're moving on to the pens. So we put a Disney Doorbell at the top of the pen. We have so many. We bought so many Doorballs. And we put beads on the pen. And then we have blingy pens and we have normal pens too. But these are $10 a piece. They're really, really high quality. This is mine. This is my Rapunzel one. For my mom and I's little business, we have keychains, which also have a Doorbell and the beads. Now, we don't just have Doorballs. We have little other characters too, but we mainly have Doorballs and a lot of different characters. This is my Iron Man one. I love it. He's amazing. These are also $10, and they're so nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be a really, really big help to me as I'm trying to make money for my band trip and money for this upcoming summer. So, hello? I don't know if you guys have seen that. So please consider ordering. And if not, please just share this out. Like, this is very, very meaningful to me. This is a business I've had since 2022. This is like one of my biggest passions other than, YouTube and Broadway. So please share out, order. Even ordering a $1 bracelet would really, really help. Thank you guys. Bye. Fill out the form.